Hello there, I'm Nina with SparklingMartiniCrafts.com, and if you're joining me, it's because we're making this lovely floral bouquet card. Isn't it gorgeous? On the side, it features a nice tie so they can open it up. It'll have the cutest little message. If friends were flowers, I'd pick you. And then it also has a space where you can write your own personal message. So this card was inspired by a fresh bouquet of flowers, which is lovely and nice, but I can't think of anything more lovelier than you wanted to make your own handmade card for your loved one. So if you went on SparklingMartiniCrafts.com, then you would have gotten your craft kit. You would see that it has all the flowers, the butterfly decal, the string and jewel stickers, everything you need to make this card. However, if you're following in at home and you're using your own supplies, I still want to see your design. I want to see what flair, what creativity you bring to it. So make sure that you tag me at sparklingmartini_crafts on Instagram. I can't wait to see your card. But if you get the craft kit, it comes with a recipe, a drink recipe, to go along with doing your craft so we can have a nice craft and sip. So to go along with the spring theme, we're doing a spiked strawberry lemonade. But this isn't your ordinary strawberry lemonade. It's using fresh ingredients, so fresh strawberries, fresh lemons, to create a concoction that makes a nice, lovely, frothy, tangy drink that's just beautiful. So without further ado, I want to say cheers to you. I hope that you enjoy your drink. Remember to have fun with this. So make sure that you go grab your scissors, grab your glue, and then also grab something that has a nice rounded edge, like a bowl or a nice jumbo candle, so that we can trace around it for this card. It just makes it a little easier, but not necessary. So I can't wait to get into this card with you. I can't wait to see what you do, and I hope that you have fun. I'm so excited. Yay! Let's jump right into doing this beautiful floral bouquet card. So with your supplies, you have your base card, flowers, leaves, small message, and jewel stickers. You'll want a glue stick for this, a nice pair of scissors, and then we'll also need some white glue, any kind you want. I don't recommend using a glue gun unless you're an expert at it. Lastly, you'll want a bowl to help us with tracing, but that's an optional thing. You can freehand. So the first part is working with your base card. Be careful how you fold this. Your card is pre-folded. Keep the crease of your card on the left-hand side and the opening on the right when looking down at it. Or your card will end up in two pieces when we cut and fold later. So let's fold this base card. Take the lower right-hand corner and bring it up to the upper left-hand corner. Press in to crease this card. So you're going to make sure that you have 4 panels when you open it. You want to make sure there's a crease on either side of the card. Now let's get our bowl so that we can make our rounded shape on the bouquet. So the rounded top piece. You're going to take your bowl, set it down, and adjust your card to ensure that the bowl gets closest to the top as possible. The top of your card is going to be the wider end of your triangle. Ensure that you have 2 creases on both sides before you start cutting. Your rounded piece may look a little different from mine. You can go ahead and shape this more with the scissors if you don't like how you traced it. But either way, even if it's a little different from the original card, it's okay. It's your design and it's unique. When you open it, you should have 4 panels with a triangular end and a rounded top. Now we're going to create the card insert by cutting the last panel. So your 4th panel will get cut off from the other 3, and we'll take this piece, reserve it for later to put the flowers on, and now you should have 3 pieces to create the card cover and the pocket inside. Go ahead and put that insert for the flowers in a safe place. Now we're going to work with the 3 panels of the card. Looking down at it, identify the one that is furthest right from you. That's going to become the pocket. So in the middle, we're going to go ahead and mark off the area to glue. It's about 1/3 up from the bottom pointed end of the card, about 2.5 inches. You don't necessarily need a ruler, you can eyeball it, but we're marking down the area to glue. So we're going to go ahead and glue the center panel towards the bottom Make sure that that glue doesn't get on the other panels. We don't want the whole card getting stuck together. So I'm gluing in that little triangle area. I'll lift it up so you can see just the area at the bottom. And then we're going to take that right side, press it in to create the pocket. So it's only going to be glued at the bottom, and you'll have like a little pocket fold on the side. You'll take the remaining panel, flip it over to create the card cover. We're going to go ahead and do some design work on the cover and the pocket panel to make sure we see the flowers when it's closed. Take the card in front of you, make sure the cover side is up. Go ahead and make a diagonal fold on the cover panel only. That way we see the flowers when the card is closed. Next, we're going to go ahead and grab a pen, and you're going to mark on the panel that is the pocket to designate where we're going to cut so that we can see the flowers. So do not cut the back panel, only the middle panel that is the pocket. So go ahead and carefully cut along the line. This will ensure that we're able to see the flowers, so when the cover is down, we can see the flowers also through the pocket piece. So now we have a diagonal fold. When you put in your insert, you'll be able to see the flowers. So we're going to work the insert to make sure it fits properly into the pocket. So first, clean up all the creases, make sure they're nice and crisp. Take the insert piece. You're going to notice it's not going to fit all the way yet because we had to cut part of the bottom off. Remember when you glued the bottom of the pocket? So the insert piece needs to match that. So you're going to go ahead and measure out, or you can eyeball it and mark out where you want to fold it to make sure that the insert fits properly. First, fold it before actually cutting it to do a little demo to make sure that you're not cutting it too far down. So be conservative with it initially and make sure that the insert is going to fit properly and that you're able to see the insert when it's put inside of the pocket. That way we know the flowers will show. So go ahead and cut it. You'll see the original there, so you'll know what I'm talking about. When you put the insert in, you should still be able to see an area of the insert where the flowers will be. We're going to start designing your insert, and this is a very fun part for me. So take your insert, put it inside your card. We have to designate the area where your flowers are going to go. Grab your pen and draw along the line of where the fold is on your insert so that you'll know exactly where to put the leaves and flowers. Once you do that, go ahead and grab all of your flower pieces. We're going to go ahead and build those. So you have a base piece, a center piece, then you're going to need your stickers so that we can make the beautiful center. We're going to cut pieces of the sticker off to put in the middle. So take your base piece and your center piece. You're going to gently fold the petals up to create a 3D effect on both pieces. And then you're going to need your glue. I think white glue works a little bit better for this portion, but you can also use a glue stick. My white glue happened to be dry at the end and malfunctioned, so I had to use a glue stick anyway. So let's get gluing. I use my glue stick. If you use white glue, either one, just make sure you leave enough time for them to dry in the middle. Cut off a singular round on the sticker and go ahead and place it in the middle. Look, lovely. You're going to go ahead and do that to the other two. Curl up the petals to give it a 3D effect. Go ahead and glue the smaller piece into the larger piece in the center, and then add your sticker. And then we're going to do it one more time. And after we do the last lovely flower, make sure you go ahead and grab that insert. We're going to start gluing our pieces down. Just lovely. Congrats, you're in the home stretch of this card making. So go ahead and grab that insert, grab all of your leaves. At a minimum, you'll need 8 leaves, but in your kit, you have an additional couple leaves to make sure it's nice and covered. So pay attention to this part. The first leaf needs to be visible when the card is closed. So your first leaf needs to be pointed straight up vertically so that you can see it when you put the insert inside of the card like you saw on the original one. So the first 2 to 3 leaves, I think I did 2 here in this example, you want to have them vertically so that they will show outside of the card when you put the insert inside of the pocket. So go ahead and check on your own. Make sure that you put the insert in every now and then to make sure the leaves are looking good. This is the original, just as a reminder. So we're gonna go ahead now and cover up that pin mark we made to designate where our flowers and our leaves go. So now these next 3 to 4 leaves, they're gonna be glued downward and diagonally along the pin line. So we're gonna put an additional 2 there to make sure we're covering up this pin, but we're also making it look nice and full and lush and tropical. So go ahead and glue those leaves down the line. Once we finish gluing those leaves to cover up the pin mark, we're gonna go ahead and glue a few more vertical leaves so that they're sticking out at the top like the original example. So when your flowers are placed on, you still see a couple of leaves like peeking behind, looking nice and tropical. So there's no perfect thing here. You place them where you think they'll look good. Now pre-place your flowers before you glue them. See where you want them, but note this: your flowers are going to start closer to the bottom end of the triangle. You know how we had the highest piece with just the leaves? Leave just leaves there, because when you put the insert in the card, it would cover up the flowers. So we're going to use the flowers to cover up those additional gaps found on the wider end of your insert where we designated where we wanted to put these flowers. So it's a total of 3 flowers. You may have an extra one in your kit. If you want to try to fit on there, be my guest, but you really only need 3. So we're going to go ahead and glue these in place. They can overlap a little bit. The main thing is filling in the gaps and just placing them so that they look nice and pretty. Look at that, gorgeous. So now place it inside of your card, place the insert in the pocket, and close the cover just to make sure that everything is visible and it looks good. The insert is finished, and now let's get to designing the inside. Go ahead and grab that message. This part is really easy. Just pick the spot on the pocket where you would like to glue that message. Get your glue stick, glue it down, make sure you press it in, and voila, there you go, message inside. Now let's grab the stickers and butterfly and string. We're gonna decorate the cover now, and you can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna do the same as I did in my previous example. Let's go ahead and figure out where you want the stickers. You can have them on the side or, in the middle still. You can do it however you want. I'm gonna go ahead and put the stickers on the side. I just measure it out really quick. I cut to the amount that I need, and then I just stick them down. And you're gonna see me mess around with the card a little more. I'm gonna put some stickers on the other side as well too, because I had some stickers left over. And that's just me figuring out. Bam, I'm putting it there. Let's go ahead and stick these bad boys down. And then we'll get into the butterfly and how to add the tie attachment. Now it's time for the tie attachment. So it's gonna go roughly around the center of your card, and you're gonna need some white glue to accomplish this, and a little piece of scrap paper. So perhaps the piece that you cut off from the card earlier will work best. So go ahead and cut 2 rectangular small pieces, which will help us to secure this tie down. So on the back of your card, you're going to place your string, make sure that it goes across, and then you're going to take your glue. Your white glue works. Your glue stick will not really work in this case. And put some glue on your paper, and then go ahead and lay your string and put the paper on top of that string. This will secure it in place a lot better. This is the only part where I would say having a glue gun will make a world of difference. It will glue faster, but white glue works the same. Just give it a little time to dry. Now we're gonna do the same in the front. If you put beads where I did, you don't want a little ugly piece of paper in the middle of your card. So I'm going to use a combination of the paper and the butterfly to cover up that spot. So I'm putting glue on my second piece of rectangular paper. I'm putting that rectangle on top of the string to secure it and pressing it down. Give it some time to dry. And if you get a little bit of glue, your glue will most likely glue on clear, or you can roll it once it dries, like roll all the extra pieces of glue. So I'm showing you in the original how I use the piece of paper and how I'm using the piece of paper now. So like I said, I'm gonna add my butterfly on top of it, but you could put your butterfly anywhere. On the original card, I did this as well too, because I didn't want the front to show a square piece of paper. So glue your butterfly on top and secure it, and you are good to go, my friend. Let it dry. So we are pretty much done. Adding an extra butterfly, and you can add extra embellishments, putting your insert, see how it looks. I ended up gluing down the flap in the front. You don't have to. You can use your white glue, a little glue stick, and secure it down. But it's nice, it's lovely, it's done. As another way to add some pizzazz, you can take some markers and add some lines onto your leaves, and take another color, add some lines onto your lovely flowers, just to add that extra flair that is your own. You can do it with a black marker or a few pens. And there we have it, our lovely bouquet card. It doesn't matter how you do it or how it looks, as long as it has your own personal flair. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks. Bye.